folks, hey, welcome back to PBS, okay? Tonight we're here at the Austin Museum of Things That Can Be Considered Art with another episode of Critic Combat.
Critic Combat!
Yes, thank you. All right, hey, tonight we have three of the world's most renowned art critics will be competing in head-to-head critical combat to determine who is the most critical critic. So first of all, we have Renoir Degas Picasso's son, a French art critic from who is the author of That's Not Art, You Stupid Brain-Dead Donkey.
Thank you, Rutherford. I will have no mercy.
Oh, well, I certainly hope not, okay? Because our second critic tonight is Gary Rembrandt from Los Angeles, who was recently rated the most pretentious person in America by Time magazine.
All right, Rutherford, I suppose that introduction will do, but I wouldn't necessarily call myself a contestant because that would imply a contest.
Ooh, okay, hey, sparks are already flying down here at the museum, but we still have one more contestant to introduce, and it is my absolute honor to introduce the inimitable Flint Fredstone. Flint Fredstone?
I'm sorry, Rutherford. Is that a caveman?
Oh, yes, he sure is. Good eye. Okay, hey, listen. Flint here is he's a cave painter from the Paleolithic era, okay? So he's got like you better bring your A game, folks, because he's got about 20,000 years of experience on you, okay? Flint, before we start, do you have any thoughts?
No, think just art.
Couldn't have said it better myself. All right. So, hey, let's start. First painting tonight is Die Großen Blauen Ferde by Franz Marc. Start with you, Gary.
Well, Rutherford, the historical context here is far too blatant, and the contextual and conceptual evidence of line and shape are just really pretentious.
Well, I have to disagree, Gary. I believe the use of shape here is fine. The place where this really becomes a raging dumpster fire is in the use of color. Blue horses, more like, would have been better if Franz Marc blew his brains out on the canvas.
Wow, all right. Hey, that is some really harsh criticism down here, but let's see what Flint has to say, all right? Flint? Oh.
Tastes like paint.
Well, wow. Incredible. You know, that was a brave thing to say, folks.
Wait a second. He just destroyed a priceless masterpiece. Surely he must be disqualified.
Well, you know, hey, if it was really priceless, we wouldn't have been able to buy it in the first place, right? So, hey, this is going to round two, folks, okay? This one's called, I'm sure you know it, The Treachery of Images by Magritte.
I don't have actually much to say about this piece. I find Margaret's playful subversion of expectations to be rather delightful, actually.
I also actually don't have much to say about this piece of garbage. The concept is just way too pretentious, and the execution totally uninspired.
They're not blame that painting.
Well, yes, of course, not literally. That much is obvious. So obvious even a caveman can understand it. But an artist such as myself...
You know artist.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Painting good because it painting. You claim artist, yet you not artist.
Oh, hey, folks, hey. No, that's what I call a critical hit. All right, hey, we're on to round three now. It's critic carnage, folks. You know what happens. The critics are going to give their thoughts on artworks made by their competitors. So let's start with Renoir. We'll start with you.
I call this piece Futility in the Design of Eternity.
Well, it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but I guess it's kind of charming in a mediocre sort of way.
Thank you, Gary. I shall take that as a compliment.
You shouldn't. I guess it's my turn. I call this Cube in 2 dimensions.
Well, at least I see what you were going for there. If I'm interpreting this correctly, this is intended to be a statement on the illusion of individuality within a system that intrinsically opposes to the process of self-actualization.
Square.
How dare you!
All All right, hey, okay, Flint, you know what? It is your turn, so you want to show us what you got? Wow. It's really something. Oh, hey, nice. All right, hey, folks, the votes are in, so let's see who won, all right? All right, our winner, okay, let's see, by a landslide of 1 vote from Jennifer in Alaska. Hey, it's, oh no, it's another write-in, folks. It's bring back Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Okay, yeah. I don't know how many times I have to say this to the people at home. We can't reboot it. He's dead. He's been dead for 16 years. Okay?
Wait.
Every episode.
Wait. Roger dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Ah! How dare you?
Okay.
Roger
yeah,
not dead.
I suppose this
You
concludes our episode.
No,
for everyone
sir,
here at
no,
PBS,
no.
hey, yeah, we're sorry, and we don't.
Ah!
That's all I have to say.
Some of us from Houston, some of us from Dallas, some close to Mexico. Shout out to the valley. Watch Longhorn.